Hi guys, I'm back from my walk now, and I've come home and having a chill out my medication, and I thought I'd have a really nice relax and watch some videos on YouTube, and I did. I came across the most interesting one by the Mrs. Wolfie. Now, if you don't subscribe to her, maybe you should. She's wonderful. I'm just going to play you a small section of it, okay? So this is she, and she's wonderful, guys. She's talking about the new Xbox One.
It shows the latest Xbox. It's called the Xbox One. And it says mandatory online check. No gaming if offline for 24 hours. Lending games restricted. Selling games restricted. Used games restricted. Mandatory camera. And $60 required for Netflix. $499. And at the bottom it says, go home Xbox, you're drunk. Now, it went right over my head because other than the occasional game on my computer, I don't play. We got rid of, gaming consoles. What, 5-6 years ago, dear? 10 years ago? We got rid of them a long time ago. And so it went right over my head, and I said I put in the comment box below the joke, I don't get it, because I didn't. So my cousin commented back and went on to explain just what the Xbox One does. Now, before I go any further, I want to read something to you first, and I will post the links for all of these articles down below in the Show More info box.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is go out in the garden, take a coffee, and we can have a chat. Okay, bye. Honey and the bee. Okay guys, I'm in the garden now. And the time is 11:19. And I haven't even washed my feet yet. So the new Xbox One. There's so much technology out there already that spies on us. David Icke has done a number of articles on white goods and how your refrigeration systems, your televisions, your washing machines, your whatever necessity we believe we have to have in our home is already equipped to spy on us. But there's something different about the Xbox One. Something very, very different and altogether more concerning. I suppose the best thing for me to explain is that I'm a master NLP practitioner, and I don't like titles, I don't like labels at all. But the study of NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, opened my eyes amazingly. First of all, really to do with myself, my own beliefs, my own values, the way that I had been programmed. But then, as I progressed through it, doing the diploma, then the practitioner, and then the master practitioner, I found that I was very, very interested in reading as much about this subject as I could and about its different practitioners. And I did videos on Rawgasmic about Ericksonian scripts and things like that, because Erickson was key to NLP, and was probably the greatest hypnotist ever, in my opinion. So I read and read and read. I've read lots and studied it. I don't make money out of it. I do things for people if and when they need it. But anyway, so neuro-linguistic programming is to do with the way that we are programmed or are programming ourselves or being programmed by various actions, repeated phrases, subliminal messages, norms, values, beliefs, you name it. And what worries me about the Xbox One is not necessarily that it is spying on you, as abhorrent as I find that, because I do find it abhorrent. All of us, when we're on our own, if we are ever indeed on our own, think things, speak aloud. We often don't think that we do it, but we do. We voice our thoughts. With NLP, you can tell when someone's having an internal dialogue. This Xbox One has masses of potential for those who would seek to use it for their own aims. It has voice recognition, it knows your preferences, it knows your likes, it knows your dislikes. The microphone is never off, the camera is never off. If you're offline for a certain period of time, then, you know, no gaming for you. So someone who studies neuro-linguistic programming, or something that is programmed to understand neuro-linguistic programming, as in keywords and key phrases and sites, and pulling all the pieces together to make a complete jigsaw puzzle of who you are, can then use the Xbox to actually tell you things, to flash images into your mind, to pick up on when your mood is low, to pick up on your biases, your stereotypes that you have, beliefs that you hold, and to implant or exploit, should I say, that information. And as we all know, recorded voice can be broken up to make a complete sentence that all of the words came from different things that were recorded, but when patched together can actually sound as if you said something you didn't say. And I think that is really something to worry about. Also, we already know that TVs hypnotise us. We are in a trance state while watching them. So this just makes the target, shall we say, more accessible. We can even promote conversations where only one side of it could be heard and recorded, of course. I don't know. I really don't know. I was going to come home and take you along the canal, show you something really beautiful. You know, because of my outburst this morning. There's a bee in there. But then, after I watched the Mrs. Wolfie, and I do suggest you subscribe. She's a woman of many talents. it kind of neuro-linguistic programming. All of the top politicians do it. Watch the film Thatcher with Meryl Streep. It will show you a little of it, not very much, but and read some NLP, find out, and if possible go and do a course yourself somewhere, because it gets you to know exactly who you are, and it opens your eyes. It really does open your eyes and takes you out of that kind of victim state that most of us are perpetually held in and programmed to be in, and frees you. And once you are free, once you know that you know, so you're not in a state of you don't know what you don't know, you now do know, you can't not know. And it just takes you further and further. So, from my mucky paws and Honey, who has dug the garden, so I'm going to have to put that right, there's more to this Xbox than meets the eye. Right, so keep looking up. You might see a daylily with a beautiful bee visiting. How lovely. And I'm not going to go into all the other things about it, such as isolation, the fact that it links friends into you that you don't even know that have been selected for you, and oh, let's wake up. Let's wake up. And remember, enjoy life, live it. And you don't necessarily have to have a gaming system to do that. You're actually living and experiencing the greatest game of all time, more realistic than anything they can ever produce on a computer. Love you all. A pop is going to burst. Bye.